Have you ever wondered why some people can lose someone they love and never shed a single tear? Why they sit in silence while everyone else cries? Most people assume they're cold, heartless, or simply incapable of feeling. But psychology suggests something far more disturbing. Sometimes the inability to cry isn't the absence of emotion, it's the result of too much emotion. The human brain is designed to protect itself from overwhelming experiences. When emotional pain becomes too intense or lasts for too long, the brain can reduce a person's ability to fully experience emotions. Psychologists often refer to this as emotional numbing, a defense mechanism that helps people function when their emotional system is overwhelmed. In other words, your brain doesn't erase the pain, it hides it. Think about a child who grows up hearing phrases like, "Stop crying," "Be strong," or "Tears are for the weak." At first, the child cries anyway, but after hearing the same message hundreds of times, the brain begins to adapt. Yabo, it learns that expressing emotion leads to rejection, embarrassment, or punishment. So instead of asking, "How do I express this feeling?" the brain starts asking, "How do I survive this feeling?" That single shift changes everything. Over time, emotions become suppressed so automatically that the person may not even realize they're doing it. Psychologists call this emotional suppression, and while it can help someone cope in the short term, years of suppressing emotions often come with a hidden cost. The person may stop crying, but they may also struggle to feel excitement. Joy becomes quieter. Love feels distant. Even happiness seems temporary. This is because the brain cannot selectively numb only painful emotions. When it turns down emotional intensity, it often reduces positive emotions as well. This explains why some people say they feel like they're simply existing instead of living. Trauma can intensify this process even further. After experiencing emotional abuse, neglect, chronic stress, or devastating loss, the brain sometimes shifts into survival mode. Instead of constantly processing painful memories, it creates emotional distance from them. From the outside, this can look like strength. Inside, it often feels like emptiness. Ironically, people who cannot cry are not always the least emotional people. Many are deeply sensitive. Their minds have simply become so accustomed to carrying emotional weight that feeling everything at once would be overwhelming. So the brain chooses what it believes is the safer option. It disconnects. But emotions rarely disappear forever. Psychological research suggests that suppressed emotions often find other ways to surface. They may appear as anxiety without an obvious cause, constant overthinking, unexpected anger, burnout, difficulty forming close relationships, or a persistent feeling that something is missing, even when life seems perfectly fine. The tears never truly vanished. They simply changed their form. Healing begins when a person no longer has to survive every day emotionally. It happens when they feel safe enough to acknowledge emotions instead of fighting them. For some people, the first tear after years of emotional numbness isn't caused by tragedy. It's caused by finally feeling safe. Because sometimes the people who never cry aren't emotionally weak. They're people whose minds have spent years protecting them from pain they were never meant to carry alone. And perhaps the greatest mystery isn't why they can't cry. It's how much they've endured without anyone ever noticing.